Here we have a 1963 Volkswagen air-cooled engine. And here we have a 1959 Porsche 356A. Today we're going to focus on the heads and the valve train. If you've been following me, you would know that the first thing I've always said about the Porsche is that everything is just bigger. Here we got the Volkswagen head. This is actually a 1600. It's a dual port. I just had it laying around, so decided to use it. And here's the Porsche head, which is quite a bit different, a lot bigger. Now check out the size difference of those valve covers and how much you can almost set the Volkswagen inside the Porsche. Right here, we have your rocker arm assembly. This is the 40 horse. And you can see it's pretty straightforward. You got some shims and it keeps it all in place. Well, right here is the Porsche. And it sits like this. I don't have it together because I'm cleaning it. Totally different. It's got one rod here and then two other rods pivoting this way. Now this engine is 4 years newer than the Porsche engine. This is a 59, this is a 63. So they changed it. They changed the valve, the rocker arms here. This is a 1959 36 horsepower VW. And you can see they changed it quite a bit from the 40 horse. It's a lot smaller. This is your true comparison, 1959 and 1959. This would have rolled off the assembly line the same time the Porsche did. So there's your real difference right there. Another thing that's fascinating is on your typical Volkswagen, the adjustment screw is at the valve. So you put a feeler gauge at the valve and adjust it to 6 thousandths. Well, the Porsche, you put the feeler gauge at the valve, but you adjust it at the push rod. I believe they did that because these rotate. I don't know if you can see it. Those are rounded, so when it goes, it'll kind of follow the valve. And so you get a better coverage of the valve stem if you adjust it at the push rod. So that's opposite compared to the Volkswagen. On these air-cooled engines, airflow is key to horsepower. And Volkswagen, they were a lot slower than the Porsche when it comes to upgrades. So this is actually a late head. This is like a 70s. Your 63 40 horse would have a single port, which is about that big, and smaller exhaust manifolds. So this is a big head actually for the Volkswagen. And still, in 1959, the Porsche head had more airflow than your 40 horse and your 1600 cc's. So that's fascinating. Now we'll just flip these over. The spark plug hole is angled so it'll line up in the middle, where the Volkswagen's pretty much in the middle, but it's not angled. Now these heads commonly broke. They got a crack either in between the valves or in between the valve and the spark plug. That was pretty common. I don't know if Porsche cracked. It looks like they got some more material in between the valve and the spark plug, so they'd probably do better there. Also, it's looking like the valve, the exhaust valve, is actually smaller than the VW. It could be the same size. It's kind of hard to see. And they might have the same size intake valve as well. So that's interesting. All right, there you have it. Porsche versus Volkswagen heads. It's pretty cool. I find it really fascinating how Porsche decided to change certain things and give it more airflow. It seems like Volkswagen was 20 years behind, where they finally started catching up to where Porsche has been since the 50s. Be sure to subscribe. I'm finding a lot of these cool facts as I'm tearing into this Porsche and Volkswagen engine. It's really cool to have them side by side so you can see the differences in hand. So, alrighty, thanks for watching.